Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes, we can. Good afternoon.
Perfect. Good afternoon. And let me first apologize on behalf of our Chief of Staff, the former Trade Commissioner of Uganda, Silvero Jackal. He would have loved to speak to you, but unfortunately, our agenda is a little bit overwhelming, to say the least. And unfortunately, you get me. So as you said, I actually was a trade negotiator with him and the Secretary General, where all the bureau is the family that negotiated the agreement through our countries, our respective countries. And it is an honor for us to now start working on the implementation phase of this historic agreement. And if you actually may allow me, do you still see me and hear me?
Yes, we can. We can see you, can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So it's a great opportunity to be addressing this summit. Human Capital International is doing a great job of connecting people, and I think that's one of the key issue on the continent. I encourage you to of course continue this endeavor of helping specifically, of course, the agriculture sector, which is one. I heard earlier, I don't remember, someone said something about the value chain being disrupted. The value chain has never been fair at all for Africa, and it's not something new with COVID. And that is something that we are trying to tackle through the AFCFTA, which is, in our point of view, the most comprehensive regulatory framework that has ever been negotiated by Africans for Africans in the African Union House. So it is really something that we hope every citizen on the continent, the 1-2 billion people, will make it their own and understand that every one of us is responsible of the implementation of it, because basically an agreement is putting a lock on a door. Now you're waiting for people to open that door, and I'm sure that specifically with the impact of COVID, people started realizing the fact that we cannot keep on hanging and waiting for a handout from abroad or food from abroad when our land is one of the most arable one on the planet. And yes, so it's either we're gonna wait for others to come and help, or we're gonna rebuild our continent for ourselves with a great agricultural and investment potential that can be fostered with a comprehensive framework offered by the AFCFTA. And let me just make that clarification, because people forget that the AFCFTA is, yes, a free trade agreement regarding goods and services, but also focusing on the investment flows, because, well, without it, nothing can happen and nothing can move. And in the preamble of the agreement itself, the heads of state said that they are conscious of the need to create an expanded and secure market for the goods, services of the state party and investment to circulate through an adequate infrastructure and the reduction and progressive elimination of tariff barriers. Because, well, we all know how difficult it is, especially for cross-border traders, especially in agricultural sector, to how to say, to smoothly pass through the border and access the immediate market of the neighboring country. The agreement in the Article 6, and let me just state it, in the scope of the agreement, they decided that it shall cover trade in goods, trade in services, investment, intellectual property rights, and competition policy. And the protocol on investment in particular is important because it will likely include substantive investment protection and a separate set of rules for the resolution of investment disputes on the basis of the timetable set by the African Union for the phase 2 negotiations. We really hope that we will present that protocol in December 2021. And I think that the protocol will include a specific annex to secure and expand the access to finance for the agricultural sector, which is one of the most important ones for the Secretariat in the AFCFTA. And yes, let me again say that the AFCFTA and the start of the trade since 1st of January, therefore present a unique opportunity for Africa to reboot our economies, enhance productive capacities, and boost our intra-Africa trade and speed up structural transformation as one of the major drivers of economic recovery and development. The future for sustainable growth and development of Africa depends on increasing the levels of intra-African trade and investment within the African continent. For too long, however, Africa has looked outward for support for its economic development. When Africa trades more outside the continent than within and rely more on foreign investment than investment cross-border in the continent. So yes, already some forward-looking African countries have started looking inward for solutions to their development problems, as they realize that the greatest development in Africa have come from investment and commitment by leading African businesses who believe in the continent despite the challenges. And let me thank EcoBank that actually came 2 days ago to give us an introduction at the Secretariat about this Elevate program that is specifically focused on women and trying to help eliminate the gender bias that exists in the access to finance and the access to new market. So ultimately, the development of this continent is up to us. But for this to happen, a psychological shift from the current mindset of dependency to one of getting things done is required. Thank you very much.